Hello traders, Gary Wagner for Trending Markets, about 10:30 in Honolulu, 4:30 in New York, 5th day of August 2015. We're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, closed off about 10 points, but that's not the real story. The real story is the equities markets as a whole was actually moderately higher, or slightly higher I should say, on the day, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average reflecting a dramatic drawdown to one particular stock, and that stock was Disney. In fact, if we look at the NASDAQ was up today, this being the NASDAQ 100 E-mini futures. When we look at the E-mini Standard & Poor's 500, that was also up on the day. As you can see, when we look at that, just below 2100, but closing at 2094, up about 11.5 points, or 0.55, 0.5% higher on the day. Now, in terms of some of the other markets that we're looking at, crude oil continues its really dramatic plunge today, closing off another percent plus on the day itself, off about 62 cents. I still absolutely believe that we have the potential to see this market move back to about 43. That's a number we've been calling for. We did get knocked out of our last play with some profits, but leaving, I believe, a lot on the table. The fact is right now that we are, I believe, so very close to some sort of a potential bottom in the market. And the bottom, or the 43 that I'm calling for, is basically a double bottom based on this recent low that we saw in the market. First, at the beginning of 2015, January, right before the onset of February. Then we had one more dramatic drop, which actually gave us a lower low. I believe that taking us to 41 or 42 per barrel. And the fact that we're now at 45 and change tells me that we are getting closer to that potential bottom than the top. Now, this reads 45.95, and simply put, it's because it is in Japanese average format. The opens, the closes aren't important when we look at them. The true open is the midpoint of the prior candle, and in this case, a weekly candle. And so that's why that might be a little confusing. If you go and pull up this being a 120-minute chart, this is our true price that we're looking at in terms of the current price of oil at 45.11. And as I said, I personally think that it's going to go to 43, but I also believe that that's a lot closer to the bottom that I'd like to be to play on the short side. At the same time, I'm certainly not a long player in this market whatsoever. Currencies. On the currencies, we do have the dollar backpedaling a little bit, giving up just a fraction of a percent today. Currently trading at 97.88. Of course, we're long at 97.67. We'll look to trail our stops up. We haven't done that yet, but as you can see, just a little bit higher on, or excuse me, a little bit lower on the day, but not even a 0.5% in terms of the move itself. Euro dollar's up, but it's up ever so slightly, currently trading at 109.05. We are short at 109.15, so just a little bit above this also. Traders, when we look at the currencies, I believe that the currencies are really waiting, just as gold is waiting, and the dollar specifically, for the report due out on Friday, which of course is our July's jobs report. I wouldn't be surprised to see this market really kind of quiet down tomorrow. In terms of a dramatic range, I don't think we'll see it unless we get a new set or fundamental data that comes out that has not been factored in the market and quite frankly was not expected in the market. So maintain your current long dollar, maintain your current short euro. Crude oil, I wish we were still short in that market, I'll be honest with you, but we'll live to trade another day. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading. We will talk to you tomorrow on Thursday for another Trending Markets. Bye-bye.